Welcome back to Up North at 4. We're still joined by John Bates. He's a naturalist from Mercer. Our next picture is, I've had to practice this, Trailing Arbutus. Tell us about Trailing Arbutus, John.
Look how beautiful that is.
Well, it has evergreen leaves, so the leaves survive the winter, and they're the first flower to bloom in the very sandy soils of Vilas County and up into southern Iron where I live. They smell beautiful, and my wife and I always look forward to going over on Frog Lake, which is right across the river from our house, and trying to find that very first bloom. Because we live in my wife's grandparents' old home, and my wife's grandmother used to pick Trailing Arbutus, wrap it up in sphagnum moss, put it in a box, and mail it to her sister in California so she could remember what spring was like in the North Woods.
Wow. That is such a precious story.
It is a great story. I love it. So it's our favorite flower.
That is. It looks, I never smelled it. I would like to smell it, yeah.
You got to get down on the ground and get your knees wet.
I got to find one. I have to find one first.
You do.
But we also mentioned, you mentioned frogs.
Frogs. Frogs. Well, they're going nuts right now. So spring peepers, it's pandemonium out there. I mean, sometimes cup your ears like this, make satellite dishes out of your ears, and they'll just about knock you over. They're so loud right now. So the first three frogs to sing in the spring are spring peepers, chorus frogs, and wood frogs. The wood frogs make this kind of quacky sound, kind of thing, and the chorus frogs sound like you're taking your finger across a comb. Sure. And now coming right after this is leopard frogs. That's the one on the bottom left, spotted on the back. Their song, if you will, sounds like stomach acid. So if you're really hungry and your stomach's growling, that's that sound. The American toad in the bottom middle there will sing on one trill, on one pitch, and the other ones will sing at lower pitches and higher pitches. It's like a bunch of chanting Buddhists out there. And then the eastern gray tree frog will come, oh gosh, in 2 or 3 weeks yet. There's a phonology, a kind of a calendar, a progression through the spring and into the early summer. Are 9 species of native frogs.
Wow.
It's such a blast listening to all of those. We don't have that much time left, so let's breeze through these charismatic megafauna. Explain the name first.
Yeah.
And the first one is eagle, by the way.
Yeah, okay. So, you know, we are all enthralled with the big stuff. You know, lions and tigers and bears. In our case, it's eagles and ospreys and bears, oh my, you know. So they're charismatic because they're so large and spectacular. So eagles, just the phonology of eagles is they lay their eggs April 1st. The eggs should have hatched by now. It's a 30-day incubation till May 1st. So they should have tiny little chicks in there, which grow really fast, and they'll fledge usually by August 1st. So it's about a 3-week period.
Wow, and then we also have the osprey, right?
Osprey.
So if you want to show...
Osprey come back later than the eagles. They come back only once the ice goes off the lakes because they eat only fish, so they can't come any sooner than until the ice is off. They'll be on nest as of about April 20, laying their eggs May 1st, hatching June 1st. So they're a month behind eagles, but they'll fledge the same time around August 1st.
Are they the birds that usually have the nests on those telephone poles?
Yeah,
okay.
And Oneida County leads the state by far in ospreys because so many of our ospreys nest on telephone poles here because it's the Hatfields and McCoys between them and eagles. They used to nest all along our lake shorelines. Eagles have booted them out, and now they nest predominantly inland, even though they're fish eaters and want to be on the lake, but they just can't compete. So now they're inland on the telephone poles.
We just have 10 seconds. Tell us about loons. We got to hit
loons. Loons are on nest as of now. Usually by June 15th. They're on nest by May 15th. They hatch by June 15th, usually 1 or 2 chicks. And that takes a while for them to fledge, too, to where they can fly. The little chicks won't be able to fly until mid-September.
I would give my loon call, but we're out of time. John Bates, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
We'll be right back
My
after the
pleasure.
break.